Greetings, welcome to Mindset Movie Reviews. Let's review The Quatermass Experiment. The Quatermass Experiment, directed by Val Guest, is a classic piece of science fiction and horror that has left a lasting impact on the genre. Released in 1955, this film is an adaptation of the BBC television serial The Quatermass Experiment, written by Nigel Kneale. The movie is set in post-war Britain and begins with a rocket crash landing in the countryside near London. Professor Bernard Quatermass, played by Brian Donlevy, and Scotland Yard Inspector Lomax, played by Jack Warner, arrive at the scene to investigate. The rocket, launched by Quatermass, carried 3 astronauts, but only Victor Carroon, played by Richard Wordsworth, is found alive, albeit in a very sick state. The plot thickens as Carroon is taken to a private clinic where his wife, Judith Carroon, bribes a nurse to see him. She discovers that Victor is undergoing a terrifying transformation into a monstrous creature. As Carroon escapes, leaving a trail of destruction, Quatermass realizes that this is not just a personal tragedy, but an alien invasion threatening all of London. The film is a product of its time, reflecting the anxieties of a post-war Britain still recovering from the Blitz. It combines elements of science fiction and horror, creating an atmosphere that is both eerie and captivating. The movie's title, with its prominent X, highlights its adult themes and the horror elements that were groundbreaking at the time. Brian Donlevy's portrayal of Professor Quatermass is a departure from the original television character. His version is brusque and no-nonsense, a choice that was likely made to appeal to American audiences. While some critics, including Kneale himself, were not fond of Donlevy's interpretation, it adds a layer of tension and urgency to the film. Jack Warner's Inspector Lomax provides a grounded counterpoint to Quatermass's scientific fervour, and Richard Wordsworth delivers a haunting performance as the tormented Victor Carroon. The film's direction by Val Guest is notable for its documentary-style approach, using handheld cameras and location shots to create a sense of realism. This technique, combined with James Bernard's tense musical score, enhances the film's suspenseful atmosphere. The special effects, though modest by today's standards, were impressive for the time and contributed to the film's chilling impact. The Quatermass Experiment is not without its flaws. The film's pacing can feel rushed, particularly in the first half, and some of the character development is sacrificed for the sake of plot progression. However, the movie's strengths lie in its ability to evoke a sense of dread and its exploration of themes such as the dangers of unchecked scientific ambition and the unknown perils of space exploration. Despite its imperfections, The Quatermass Experiment remains a seminal work in the science fiction and horror genres. It paved the way for future Hammer horror films and inspired countless other works in the decades that followed. For fans of classic cinema, it is an essential viewing experience that offers a glimpse into the origins of modern horror and science fiction storytelling. And that's my take on The Quatermass Experiment, and I'm giving it 3.5 stars out of a possible 5. Thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed what you've heard, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time at Mindset Movie Reviews.